And that is how this series starts. One headbang for every loss from Thursday's night's Bears-Packers game. We'll talk about it coming up. Do. Who's the king of FanDuel? Welcome back to the series, guys. In this week, we are already taking a look at what went wrong in my Bears-Packers lineup and my lineup for these upcoming weeks. Now, as I've already stated, I started 0-4, and I was basically as disappointed as Antonio Brown in his finds, I guess you could say, from the Oakland Raiders. But there are new hopes on the horizon. I'm still playing with house money. Started at $59 on the regular season. We've lost 4 down to 55. I've got a couple contests I'm in right now. Might enter some more as the day goes on tomorrow. But basically, we are sitting at around $55 if you're not including what we've entered already. Now, as I stated already, the Bears-Packers game was not that great for me because I thought that basically the running backs would do a little bit more. Aaron Jones didn't seem to do much, and Montgomery I thought would have more carries. I put them in my MVP spots. Now, those of you who have never played a single game contest, basically you get 5 players, you still stay within a salary cap like you would on FanDuel or DraftKings or whatever website you use, and basically I was putting them in my MVP spots. Their points get multiplied by 1.5, so if they get 10 points by the end of the game, their points are actually worth 15. So Aaron Rodgers was in that spot for a lot of people. I typically don't put a quarterback in that spot, but it came back to haunt me today. Now, looking ahead into tomorrow's game, there were a lot of very important choices to make on my team, and the easiest was to make my quarterback choice. This is typically a choice I make right out of the gate really quick because your quarterback can be one of your most expensive players. And of course, I chose my boy, not representing him today, but Patrick Mahomes. I've got my Dante Hall jersey on instead. I moved down. I wanted to get Damian Williams in there, even with the signing of LaShawn McCoy. Now, McCoy will be used in this game as Reed has basically opened up and said that he wants to use him in this game. I also have Tyreek, who was at one point the highest paid receiver before Julio Jones got an extension today. And then I did at one point have in Travis Kelce, but I've since taken him out for reasons that we'll get into later. Now, I really also like the matchup of the Rams and the Panthers. Not enough, though, to put Jared Goff into the game, even though he's significantly less. I think like $1,000 less than Patrick Mahomes. I put in Todd Gurley because I don't think a lot of people are going to choose him, and at $7,600, I can't pass up on the dude. I know he's coming off of a lot of injuries, but I think he's going to be okay. Also added with him Robert Woods. We're going to go down to next Mohamed Sanu. Now, Sanu is, to me, still the second wide receiver of the Falcons. So I threw him in there, a cheap $5,300. He can go off, or he can have a mediocre game. He's kind of a hit or miss, but no matter what, he seems to produce. I've got Eric Ebron in there as well, and then Le'Veon Bell, who apparently people are saying drop. Drop him now, drop him quick. I never really listen to anybody who has like expert advice, and I hardly ever do week 1 through 3 fantasy football or FanDuel contest or anything like that because there's such a toss-up with the new rookies and the new players and things like that. The new signings, players are leaving, retiring, such as Andrew Luck did, or they're getting traded like Antonio Brown did, going to his 3rd team in like a year, from the Steelers to the Raiders to the Patriots, unfortunately. The only team that seems to be standing in the way of my Chiefs winning a Super Bowl. I'm not going to jinx it, but we're going to move on, and I am going to keep Le'Veon Bell in there. Again, $7,900. He's a little bit more expensive than Gurley, but we're going to keep him in there for now. Things may change, and I'll go over if I did make changes in the next episode. Lastly, Miami's defense. They're playing Baltimore, but Miami is at home. Miami, we all know, is probably going to be the worst NFL team this season, not to mention probably the Raiders as well. Derek Carr, I don't think it's enough star power. I'm doing a lot of air quotes this episode to basically support a team. You can't just have a good quarterback. You need good receivers, good running backs. And as the Chiefs learned the hard way last season, you need a good defense. We went in for a lot of sacks. I think we tied for second place in sacks last season. Went for a lot of strip fumbles in the backfield. And I don't think we got a lot of interceptions. I mean, I know we got some, but our defense was ranked like second worst or third worst in the NFL last season because we allowed so many yards. I purposefully put in players that were playing against the Chiefs in the running back position all the time because I knew the Chiefs just couldn't tackle or they just allow so many yards. So that's my lineup this week. Lastly, guys, this video is brought to you by Sonic, who has asked me not to say that they're sponsoring this video because this is a totally fake sponsorship. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. Don't forget to come by again. I'm going to move fantasy football, FanDuel kind of videos to Fridays to give me plenty of time to edit them. Don't forget I have school and work, and I would like to put pictures and stuff up here in the background for you guys. Thank you again for watching. Good luck to all those in my league this week. Already the trash talk has begun. Enjoy your week 1 football, guys, and I'll talk to you all later.